currently wears... Wait, hold on, I have to read finish. I got to read finish the question.
The buzzer is going to break.
Right, so JB, straight to you. First Newcastle fan ever. Very rare to see Newcastle supporter in Malaysia. Tell us your journey.
So I started watching football at about 10 years old. And the way I watch football is like how I play football when I started playing as well. So we only want to score goals, we only want to go all out attack, nobody cares about the defenders. And essentially that's what Newcastle was at that time. You score 3, we score 4. You score 6, we score 7. like Brentford nowadays. And also the turning point or the decision to make my time to support Newcastle was when everybody in my family, they support United. Apart from a few that support Liverpool. So I was like, everyone supports the same team, red and red, makes no difference. Then I switched on the telly, saw Newcastle playing, and then the game against United, where they won 4-3. I remember Laurent Robert scored the free kick. I was like, okay, this is the team. I didn't know anything. I didn't know the stats. Nobody knew whether they were last or not. Oh yeah, that was good. They play good football, so supported them and stuck through and through. And yeah, it's been good actually because it makes me like football a lot, watching Newcastle.
And like you just said, okay, coming to your point, like you saw a lot of United fans, Liverpool fans, and Newcastle were always either relegation battle, and then you guys got relegated, came back. How is that journey compared to a usual supporter?
I think the journey is good because you get to, like I said about football, you get to also understand other clubs and how they perform, how they actually play the game. It makes me, of course, sad whenever we get relegated. But the beauty is that immediately we bounce back, unlike our rivals Sunderland and Middlesbrough. But at least they give me some kind of like excitement. We signed like Michael Owen, Patrick Kluivert, random players. I mean, for the club. So of course, we never won any trophy yet for a long time. But then it gives me the excitement of watching, and you never know what's going to happen in the game. Yeah.
Okay, and of course, everyone watching at home, there's one huge question that they would like to ask you. You've been supporting Newcastle since the age of 10. Not very often, unless you're playing a big team, that Newcastle games are showed in the TV. So how were you actually following their journey?
So usually big teams, whenever they play, definitely I'll be watching the game. Otherwise, through streaming last time wasn't there that often, but last time I used to switch on the telly, and then there were always goals and highlights, because highlights, they will play every match, right? So I always watch that, and that was my way of just keeping in touch with them. And of course now it's so easy to watch all the games.
All right, and now coming to our Man City fan, right?
Yep.
So, what made you support City, and when did this journey start?
This journey started around 2001, 2002, 2003, that period. Okay, it actually started off with me buying a PC game, which is called the Manchester City Manager.
Wow, okay.
So buying that game completely changed everything for me by making me support this club through it all. I've seen them get relegated twice, get promoted, score a 106-minute winner to get promotion. Okay. So if you were coming back to the question that you asked him earlier, how do I actually watch these games from those days? There was no way of actually watching those games those days at all. Okay, so the only point where I could actually get to read into these games was basically the City website, mcfc.co.uk. So that was the club's website back then.
Right.
So my only analysis of the game would actually come from actually reading those articles there. So that is how it's actually been going through.
And okay, and you're saying that, was there a specific reason you purchased this particular game?
Actually, there was no reason. I only had about 10 marks back then as a kid. So I just went to the game store that was selling those CDs back then.
Right.
Okay. I was like, okay, I wanted a football game. I wanted to buy FIFA actually, but then I don't know how I actually ended up buying that game instead of FIFA.
Right. And did you expect, or did you predict that City would be Man City right now?
Oh, no way at all. So, I mean, post 2008, it's great lah. It's been great lah. You can never ask more.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut, but I think it makes it a bit more special, no? Because you've witnessed everything.
It's actually, it's extremely special considering that I've actually seen them down there, and today looking at them being up there. And what's even more sweeter is looking at Man United.
He's taking a dig at the United fans. Right. And now coming to Dino.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Mine's actually pretty
Straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward. Not really, yeah. My father's a United fan actually as well, but I just had an uncle that I was very attached to, and he was a Liverpool fan.
So you hated your dad?
So no, I know I get that a bit, but no, I think actually I'm quite surprised that like I don't even think it's about me more. I think like my father had to endure that more than I had to. Like, he had to live with that aspect of like knowing that okay, this is happening. Like yeah, but I mean it's still football at the end of the day. It's not. I mean I've never fought with my father over anything over football related.
Right.
But,
and
yeah.
now Liverpool is doing extremely well. You know, top of the league. They had a game postponed the other day against Everton. You know, Everton was in good form.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you surprised with how Liverpool has been doing? And
So I actually watched that play this morning, and I can't say it was a very impressive game. So I don't know. I feel it's a bit mixed emotions. Rest is always good. You get to recuperate, but it drops form. You know, there's pros and cons towards it. I feel.
right.
Everton have been actually really good. So I think I have very mixed feelings towards that. I think it was a good thing that maybe we could have rested and like get the players back to back to top fitness.
Right.
And at the same time, it was a nice thing that we could escape for a while.
Right.
Let's worry about it when the form drops again.
Right. Because you're saying that Liverpool actually went 11 points ahead of their biggest title challengers, Man City, and then you guys whacked City at home, and then you guys go to Tyneside and have such a stinker game.
Yeah.
Why is it such a drop of performance, in your opinion, as a fan?
I mean, if I'm being completely honest as well, I still think that the 1920 season was probably the best, like performance-wise. Right now, I don't think any Liverpool team has like been up to that level where you're cutthroat from start to finish.
Right.
And that comes with players moving in and out, new manager. But I mean, still, I would say that Arne Slot has has inherited a very strong team, and I think this is just a time period where he needs to get his full message out. So there's going to be some setbacks here and there.
Okay.
I feel.
And now coming, Dina, to you. This is, like you said, you supported the club when they were in the rods, and then they went up, they won 4 titles in a row, won the Champions League, did the treble. But what's going on with City right now? Has Pep lost it, or what's going on?
I don't think he's lost it, honestly. He just needs his reality check where I think it's just overconfidence.
Okay.
And then injuries. The club has been burdened by a tremendous amount of injuries. You've lost 4 defenders, you've lost your Ballon d'Or winner, you've lost your midfield maestro.
I like how he slots things just inside, smoothly. Okay,
So it's just a matter of bad performance at a wrong time. But then again, if you look back at City through the ages, November, December is the month where we just stop watching the club for a while.
Right.
Because they don't actually perform November, December, but come January, all the way to May, you know who will be at the top.
That's an open challenge thrown to all Liverpool fans. And so, do you think Chelsea is also, because I know you guys don't care about Arsenal at all, right? They are like your B team. We get that. But seeing how Chelsea is performing, they're doing a City right now. They're creeping and coming at the back. Do you think they might be a title contender?
I wouldn't say they would be a title contender. I mean, basically, their team is actually filled with youth and inexperience. You've seen what happened to Arsenal with inexperience and youth a couple of seasons back.
Yep.
Bottle job FC for a reason.
Again, he slides it right there again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what you would expect with also an inexperienced team. And also the manager, Enzo Maresca. Maresca, has worked with Guardiola at City and all that. But now you're not just cut out for it yet. Maybe next season or the following season, with much experience, they can actually challenge.
Okay.
But for this season, I would still look at Liverpool.
Right. And do you think City has it to beat them?
Oh, definitely.
He's super confident. He's super confident.
Definitely. Because honestly, being a City fan, you actually watch Most teams come and play against City by having a back 4, back 5, back 6, back 7. Ask Real Madrid, they know. Okay, but only Liverpool actually goes for an all-out football match.
Yes.
End-to-end entertainment actually with Liverpool. So that's what I actually enjoy watching. Even if we get smacked 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, it's worth the effort of watching the game.
Okay, right. And now coming to you, JB, where Newcastle was, they went through the takeover and everything, qualified to the Champions League, but then now it looks like it's not even top 6 team, it's like top 10 team. What has happened to Newcastle?
Yeah, I think they overperformed in the first season of the takeover itself. I think that's technically not the first season, but the first full season that Eddie Howe took charge on. Simply because they had a lot to rebuild on. And then they rebuilt it and they overachieved.
Right.
They got Champions League, which in my opinion, as a fan, of course, I'm happy, but they should have at least got about Europa League or Conference League to gradually build the squad, build their momentum. So once they got into Champions League, the signings last season were very rash in that sense. I mean, besides Alexander Isak and so on, so they had to splash the cash.
Right.
And then last season became a failure, essentially. And hence this season they had to sell people like Elliot Anderson, Yankuba Minte, because of avoiding the
FFP.
point deduction. Yeah.
Right.
So, it's because of the overachievement. Technically now they are in a bit of a limbo. And like you said, top 10 team is actually what, as a fan, I'm thinking this season is, because it's very inconsistent.
Right, because of all Newcastle fans thought that after the takeover, you guys are going to be the next Man City. So I think that itself shows that not just because by a takeover, everything can change. Now coming to you, Dino, before we move on to the trivia round, Liverpool sitting atop. He's just dismissed Chelsea not being title contenders. What do you think about Arsenal and Chelsea's chance of catching you guys, or you think that it's between you and City?
I prefer Arsenal than Chelsea, actually. I mean, I just dislike Chelsea. We'll save that for a different episode. No, but I'm not going to dismiss anything. You can't, I remember Luis Suarez holding his head in his hands and just crying. And you were comfortably at one point, and anything can happen in the space of 3 games. We scored 3 goals in 6 minutes in Istanbul. Anything can happen So it's football, I don't want to write anything off at the end of the day. At the same time, I would still say it's only 15 matches in. Still has a lot of time to go, relatively. So, yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, considering City have actually come back from 13 points back. Anything is possible.
Again, he slides it in smoothly. He takes a dig at Arsenal. He enhances his support to his club.
No, but it goes back to what you were saying earlier against Newcastle. It's those kind of games that at the end of the season you look back at it and be like, it matters.
Yeah, 2 points.
So we were losing that game and we managed to come back to a winning position, and it's just pettiness or carelessness like that that affects you.
I think a Liverpool fan is being very modest leading up to a trivia challenge.
I will. I don't want to. I think the older I've got now, I've realized. I am a Liverpool fan, but I think I'm a football fan more than anything else.
That's important. It's a football fan. All right. With that, guys, you guys excited for the main, show? Basically, it's time for the trivia challenge. All right. Let's go. Okay, so with that, let's go. First question for tonight. Ruud van Nistelrooy previously missed a decisive penalty against a fierce rival at Old Trafford. Yes, Dino.
Arsenal?
Correct, well done. Next question. Which player in the EPL was known as Ngolino? Oh, man. I repeat the question. Which player in the Premier League was known as Ngolino?
Okay, I can't say I know.
Robinho?
Nope, it's incorrect. He used to play for Chelsea.
Kante.
Correct, yes, well done. Alright, next question. Against which team did Cesc Fabregas score a beautiful solo goal dribbling from the halfway line in 2009?
What is it, Spurs?
Correct, well done. It was against Tottenham Hotspur. Next question. Which animal can be seen on the badge of Chelsea FC?
It's a lion.
Correct, well done. In fact, it's the blue lion.
Good.
Next question. Which manager did Jurgen Klopp take over from when he first started at Liverpool?
Oh, shit.
Yes, Dino.
Brendan Rodgers.
Correct. Well done. He's on a roll. Come on, guys. Next question. I have played for Chelsea as well as in Turkey. I've been crowned African Footballer of the Year 4 times and the African Cup of Nations twice.
Drogba.
It's incorrect. I'll repeat it again. I have played for Chelsea as well as in Turkey. I've been crowned African Footballer of the Year 4 times and the Africa Cup of Nations twice. He has won it twice.
Ziyech?
Sorry?
This Hakim Ziyech?
Nope, it's incorrect. It's Samuel Eto'o.
Oh wait, he did play for Chelsea. Yeah.
Yes.
You're so old.
Trick question. All right. Next question. Which player with 653 games has made the most Premier League appearance?
It's 653 games. Most Premier League player currently playing. Sorry.
I can't
I was James Milner.
It's incorrect. I'll repeat it. With which player with 653
Why
games
the
has
fuck
made
is
the
this
Yes.
Ryan Giggs.
It's incorrect.
Answer. I know the answer.
Then why didn't you press?
Because he's pressing.
I'm sorry.
It's Gareth Barry, right?
Yep, that's his Gareth Barry.
I don't know why. It was between James Milner and Gareth Barry in my head, but yeah.
Alright, next question. Which left back is currently on loan at Nottingham Forest from Aston Villa?
Moreno.
Well done, JB. You got it correct. Alright, next question. Which player from Nottingham Forest? That was the trick. Won Player of the Month award for the month of October.
Chris Wood.
Correct. Well done. He knows Nottingham. He's supporting Nottingham Forest now. Alright, next question. Which team has scored the most goals in the Premier League this current season?
Chelsea.
Correct. Well done. Nottingham Forest magic is working. Alright, next question. Who is the current top goal scorer for Wolves this season?
Cunha, I think.
Correct. Matheus Cunha. Well done. Who is the current top goal assist for Manchester United this season?
Bruno Fernandes.
It's incorrect. I repeat it again to both of you. Who is the
I think
current?
it's Garnacho.
It's incorrect. The answer is Amad Diallo.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh yeah, 5 assists.
You know, Amad Diallo is on 6.
Oh yeah, 5
All
in a row.
right. Next question. Which Belgian player currently plays for Fulham?
Oh, God.
Suddenly all cannot think.
This is definitely Fulham.
Oh, Castani.
Correct. Well done.
Dude, yeah.
Next question. How many times has Pep Guardiola won the Premier League title consecutively in a row?
4.
Correct. Well done, Dina. That question was for you.
Yeah, man.
Next question. Which Manchester City player currently wears the number 26 jersey famously donned by Riyad Mahrez?
Is it Guardiola?
No.
It's incorrect. Wait, I have to repeat the question. I have to
know
repeat the question. Which Man City player currently wears... Wait, hold on. I have to read finish. I got to read finish the question.
Buzzer is gonna break.
I got to read
Testing
fully.
the buzz out.
Which Man City player currently wears the number 26 jersey famously donned by Riyad Mahrez?
Savinho.
Correct. Well done. He was breaking the buzzer just for that.
I mean, you know I'll lose that. So yeah.
All right.
Locked in
So,
already.
let's see. Last 5 questions for tonight. There's still a chance for a tie. Sam Johnston, who previously played for Manchester United, currently plays for which EPL team?
Crystal Palace.
It's incorrect.
Oh, I knew it.
Right.
Wrong one.
I repeat it again. Sam Johnston, who previously played for Manchester United, currently plays for which EPL team?
I know he's a goalkeeper. Okay.
Confused with Henderson.
Yeah.
Nah, don't know.
So just,
Can I answer?
Southampton.
It's incorrect. Wolves.
He's
All right.
He's one of the two
Next
in the
question.
bottom.
Who is the current coach for Southampton in the Premier League this season?
Oh, dude, I can't pronounce his name.
Southampton. Wait. You said it. You can't
Yeah,
pronounce
I
it.
think
1. You got 5
Something
seconds.
Martin.
You're close. The answer is Russell Martin.
Ah, Russell.
Okay, next
Okay,
question.
name.
Which player has scored 2 hat-tricks in the current Premier League season?
Erling Haaland.
Correct, well done. Who is the first African player to score 100 goals in the Premier League?
Mohamed Salah.
It's incorrect. I'll repeat it. Who is the first Hold on, Dina.
Is that in the game?
Who is the first African player to score 100 goals in the Premier League?
I think it's Drogba.
Correct. Well done. It is Drogba. All right. Last question for tonight.
Oh, he's
Which Fulham player scored twice in stoppage time to give his side?
Harry Wilson.
Correct. Well done. And with that,
5.
JB, you are the winner. Hey! Well done. And with that, JB, let's move on to the Spitfire round.
Alright.
So you stand a chance to win, a Newcastle jersey. JB, well done. It's time for the Spitfire round where you stand a chance, to be the first Newcastle contestant and maybe win, a jersey and also stand a chance to watch Newcastle play live. All right. So if our Newcastle fan is ready, let's go.
All right.
How many Premier League titles has Riyad Mahrez won?
2.
Incorrect.
3.
No.
4.
No.
1.
No. 2. Which stadium has the largest seating capacity in the Premier League?
Old Trafford.
Correct. Which team played their home game at Wembley in 2017-2018?
Arsenal.
No.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Correct. Anton Semenyo of Bournemouth is of which nationality?
Ghana.
Correct. How old was Wayne Rooney when he first played in the Premier League?
16.
Correct. Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne share the record for the most assists in a single season. What is the record number?
Skip.
Which team did David Moyes manage before Man United?
Everton.
Correct. Which club was bought by billionaire Sheikh Mansour in September 2018?
Man City.
Correct. Against which team did Noni Madueke score a hat-trick this season?
Wolves.
Correct. Who holds the record for the fastest hat-trick in the Premier League?
Haaland.
No.
Shane Long.
No.
Honey.
Correct. Well done!
Newcastle, we won it!
I'm telling you, you're the biggest clown ever. How many Premier League that Mahrez has won? You went 1, 2, 3, 4, skip. The answer was 5. Well done, JB.
Newcastle.
Our first Newcastle fan. Awesome. Right, so with this week's game, right, so where do you think, will Newcastle again drop or will they actually perform?
We should win this game. Although it's Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester, but we only know him from managing 2 home games.
Yep.
So it's his first away game in charge for Leicester, and it's at St James's Park. Newcastle should win, but I'm still keeping my skepticism there.
Okay.
Yeah, but it should be a victory.
Should be a victory, right? And now we'll keep to the bigger match of the week with him later on. Okay, he's going to definitely grill United fans, but all right. Dino, Liverpool, midweek game. Everton last week was postponed. Now at home to Fulham. Fulham are playing good football, and especially when playing against big teams, they actually do turn up. They gave Arsenal a good game as well. Do you think it'll be just a straightforward win, or?
I mean, if they're gonna show up like how they played against Girona this morning, I don't think it's gonna be very straightforward. That's why, I mean, yeah, you're playing away from home, so.
But the game is going to be at Anfield against Fulham. Yeah.
Oh my God. I think it depends on how. Yeah, if they show up against how they played this morning, it's not going to really go very well, honestly. It was very surprising to me, honestly, because like you're saying, they had a game postponed and they looked tired still. So, yeah, I can only hope for the best, but yeah, I'm not going to take anything away from Fulham. Like you said, they've been doing very well as well. So, we'll see. Hope for the best. I mean, anything from what he's been saying, I'd rather him not be jumping for joy at the end of the season right now. Anything to take away from you.
And now coming to Dina, the Manchester Derby.
Manchester Derby.
And it's at the Etihad. I mean, it doesn't make any big difference, Old Trafford or Etihad.
Yeah, steamroll United, 3-1 probably.
They're playing badly, and they're still going to steamroll United. Even their first team players.
I mean, the thing is, you see, it's United. Definitely, people are going to step up. Most of the players will step up for this game. It's a matter of pride there, actually, for them.
Right.
I mean, especially when you look at the homegrown talent, you've got Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis, I don't think will be playing because he'll be serving suspension. You've got Foden. Then you've got a few of the upcoming academy boys, James McCarthy, Jamal Simpson, Bodhi. So these boys, I think they would try to actually put a footprint in the game, make a name for themselves.
Right.
Especially Foden. Foden has a lot to prove this season. Okay, I mean, he's barely had a proper decent game this whole season.
Yep.
So probably this is where he actually buckles up the boots and shows why he's a bit better than KDB itself.
Okay. Right. And if let's say it turns totally opposite because
I mean, I wouldn't rule out a draw. Consider looking at the way City's defense is going.
Would you prefer a draw?
Honestly, I would prefer a loss actually for City.
oh okay.
Yeah, I would actually only prefer a loss in this game because this would actually give Guardiola that spark back.
Okay.
I feel he's just demotivated
By winning too many times.
things. Yeah, winning too many times. I mean, you look at it the other day
You say
again.
that you're actually bored of winning. You just
That is the mentality Guardiola has actually. If you actually look at him throughout his whole career, where he goes on winning, and pop.
He's his worst enemy, no?
Yeah, he becomes his own worst enemy at one point. So this is him, and coming from yesterday where there was a press conference saying that City would be his last job as a manager. So I'm pretty sure he wants to go out in a high.
Right.
And nothing better to prove than
Okay.
doing something proper this season.
All right, very interesting. I mean, he says 3-1 win and then he says he wants a loss. So I'm trying to figure out which is which. And then he needs
I'm happy with any result, to be very
They lose
honest.
this morning against Juventus.
And with that, boys, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you all in the studio. And once again, congrats to our winner, JB. And till then, for those watching, if you want to be a winner like JB, do not forget to share, like and subscribe and comment, and also our team will get in touch with you so that you can join us and stand a chance to win an exclusive jersey and also stand a chance to watch your dream team play live. Alright, thank you, and that's a wrap.